Hello and welcome. I'm JJ Rose. I want to share a little bit about myself and why I have any business talking about most of the content that you'll find on my page. I have been spiritually open and psychic my entire life. I come from a long line of deeply spiritual and metaphysical people on both sides of my lineage who were actually able to really help me through childhood and really navigate a world that wasn't easy to talk about sixth sense abilities. I do occasionally work with paranormal groups as the psychic and or as the cleaner. That basically means that I do entity and energy removal or energy clearing. That pretty much is my main calling of what I've been called to do, which is entity and energy clearing. But besides all that, I am also an empath or sensitive, psychic, both past, present, and future. It's also called precognition and retrocognition. I am able to speak, hear, and see the dead. I am able to astral project, much like most of you probably are. I work with energy medicine, which is a fancy way to say energy healer. I am able to remote view, telepathy, dream precognition, remote viewing, and of course divination. Divination basically is a fancy way to say tarot cards or palmistry or psychometry when needed in order to help focus if there's a lot of different energies going on in the room or with the people or around the person that I'm trying to read. This is not my full-time job. I'm not selling anything. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I really just want to give out truthful information based on my experiences and based on what I know to be true, and to give it out there to empower you and to help all of you who are waking up or who have been awake for a while or maybe are trying to help other people who are waking up just with good information and with truth. And again, fighting fear. This is my main goal, is to fight fear. Now that being said, I did set up an email, so feel free to email me if you have a situation or you want a little bit of advice on something, and I'm happy to discuss with you. And if I'm able to help, I definitely will. If it is something that isn't in my wheelhouse, or if I don't have the time or the energy to devote to what you need, I have a wonderful referral pool of people I can send you referred to that I have personally vetted. And in the future, if this is something that Spirit wants me to take on more of and take on a deeper role, then I absolutely will. But as of right now, I feel like my goal is to get this information out and see how it's received. Now, to any of you who are other content creators or actors and actresses, may I just say it is extremely difficult to sit in a room and talk to a microphone all by myself. I am not used to this. Like I said, I don't do this for a living, and it's quite awkward, to be honest. And even more so, it's really scary to think about going out on the internet and having, strangers that I don't know listen to what I have to say, and seeing some of the comments on other pages and how people talk to each other. So the one thing that I ask is, I'm not here to convert you. I am not here to ram any information down your throat. I am simply here giving you my experiences and what I know to be true. So if I don't resonate with you, I wish you all the best. Please, please go find someone that does resonate with you, or make your own path, whatever it is. But please don't spread more hatred in the world. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself. And don't live with hatred and anger and putting that out in the world. Quite often on some of my content, you will hear me give shout outs to different content creators or books or movies, things that I've seen. I'm just passing along the information because I've enjoyed their content, or I've enjoyed the movie or the book, and I think that it would be beneficial if you're interested in it for you to get it. I'm not being paid. I'm not being sponsored by absolutely anybody. No one knows who I am, and that's the way that I want to keep it. I will most be happy to give shout outs to any content that you guys want to send me. If it's marvelous and wonderful and it really resonates, absolutely, I would love to share. And that's really what I want to do on here, is just give back to the people and the world in the best way that I can, by fighting fear, giving truthful information, and helping really empower people so that you can do it yourself. Christ said, I want to teach a man how to fish, not feed him for a day. I want to teach him to fish so he can feed himself for his life. And that's really my motto. I want to give you all the skills so you can do all these things yourself without having to go pay people, hundreds or thousands of dollars in order to do work that you can very easily do yourself. My wholehearted intent for my content is to help others and to share my experiences of the very vast and strange wild world that I have lived in, and with the information that I know. Wherever Spirit takes me on this journey is where I'm going to go. If eventually I am called to come out and to do this more on a regular basis, I absolutely will. But as you can see, I'm trying to put all my content out at once and hopefully just send it out in the ethers with Spirit knowing where it needs to go in order for the highest good. So with that, I thank you so much for joining me on my content. I'm so thankful and honored that you've chosen to listen to me today, and I'm wishing you all the absolute best for this day and beyond.